The nerves, first love. Hi, Michelle. Okay. I'm trying to figure out things, trying to see top chats. Okie dokes. So, giving everybody a little bit of time to join. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who does watch the live off. I know that a few of you have mentioned having meetings and coming to watch the live afterwards, and yeah, just want to welcome you all. I see somebody else joined, so welcome to you. Can't see who you are right now. Oh my gosh, okay, it's Tristan. Thank you. I asked Erin to let me know if the sound is working, but she hasn't. So, is the sound working? It's working. And there's the sound working.
Couple seconds off, I see. But I think
Okay.
that could be just our network.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. Michelle says the sound is perfect. Can turn it off. Perfect. Okay. I know Lee said she'd join us, but her boys are still awake, so yeah, she said, don't mind her. So, and Destiny is deciding to join, and they're not deciding to join. Okay, so let me talk about this art therapy technique that I learned. I was actually blogging about it or doing some research. Oh, hello. Somebody else. Our techie songs of worship. How are you? So I was looking into it after my piece that I did about flogging yourself and shaming yourself. I thought it was such an important technique to learn, but this technique you can actually use anytime. And when I thought about the technique, I thought, you know what? When I was in college, I actually used to do it. I just used to scribble on a page and let frustrations out, and I felt so much better afterwards. So if you've got a piece of paper and you've got a pen, you can let out your frustrations. And I think that is so, so awesome. A nice way to start is to do a little grounding technique. So, grounding techniques, there are so many of them. Hello, Fairy. Grounding techniques, there are so many, like I said. My favorite one is to do the senses grounding technique. So you start off by looking around the room and noting 5 things that you can see around you, and name them. Name them out loud if you're alone. Like, okay, Cami has disappeared. I can't see Cami, but I can. Oh, there she is. I can see Cami. I can see Tristan. I can see my dryer that I used. I can see my cover for my tablet. By the way, I got that for free when I got my contract. Isn't that nice, getting free gifts? I can see my towel and I can see my phone. I wish I could see your faces. Yeah, then we move on and we think of things that we can actually feel. So what can we feel? I can feel the blanket. I'm sitting on my bed, so I can feel the blanket. Hi, Arna. So glad you could join. Awesome. I can feel the clothes that I have on me. I can, gosh, I can feel my fluffy pillows. You can see them behind me. That's a different texture. And I can feel the table that my stand is on. Hi, Leah. How are you? Thank you for joining. And that is step 2 of the grounding technique. Step 3 is to take it from, so sight, you've now had feeling, you move on to hearing. And what can I hear? I can hear the fan. That's why I'm worried about my sound, because yeah, the sound always like dulls out when you've got a fan going, but it's too hot in KZN. So yeah, I guess that's another one of the feelings. The fan is going, I can hear that humming, and it's actually quite calming. And I can hear Tristan put his plate down. He just finished his dinner, and otherwise it's silence. And I guess that's something you can hear, and it's so nice. I love silence, but if you watch my channel, you know I love music too. So yeah.
No copyright music here.
No copyright music here. Thank you, Tris. Moving on from hearing things, what are your other senses that you can use? Now, the last 2, you can swap them up. We have our sight, we have our hearing, we have our feeling, and then we have taste. But if you don't really want to think about what you can taste in your mouth, I can actually taste my lipstick. It's not lipstick, it's a lip gloss, Essence lip gloss, which is vegan. And it's got a really nice taste that I realized today. But if you don't want to think about taste, you can actually think of a great memory. And that ends off your grounding technique. And then you feel really nice. And you feel like you are in touch and presence. Another way, if you are anxious and you're in the car or you in a meeting, you can pretend you have pins and needles and stamp your feet on the floor. And that's another awesome grounding technique. Having some cool water with you is another awesome grounding technique. So today, if you've brought...
You asked about taste.
Yes, I think she was mentioning and the other senses. So if you've brought your paper and some pens with you today, it doesn't matter if you have one pen or if you have different colors. The best thing to do is just to put a page down and not even focus what you're drawing. You can scribble, you can draw something. One of my support group members actually drew a sad face. She's going through a bit of a tough time right now. So that was where her focus was. If you are drawing on your page, you can just scribble, you can do a doodle, draw a flower, whatever comes to mind. Draw with color. Now, I studied graphic design. I'm not sure if anybody knows that, but in my graphic design and advertising course, I actually learned about color and how it affects the mind. And that to me was super interesting because anything that affects the mind for me is really interesting. So, yeah, if you have a light blue, a baby blue, which funnily enough works for your pets too, this baby blue can be calming, and it's the best thing to put around your human babies or your fur babies, or to have around you if you're feeling anxious. And that's the most awesome thing, is knowing color. But yeah, did you know you never put red in the kitchen? Why? Because red makes you hungry. Think about Mike's Kitchen. They always had red tablecloths, and that makes you really, really, really hungry. So look at your favorite restaurants in future and see what colors their logos are. Yeah, so think about the color that you're using. Maybe you're putting down your favorite color on the page and you are scribbling. I know two of the ladies here, one of their favorite colors is pink, and they probably grabbed the pink Koki. So scribble with that pink Koki or the pink pen and just scribble down. And if you're feeling angry, really grind it into the page and just scribble it down and get rid of your anger. And that's fine. It's okay to have emotions, and that's why I wanted to do this live, because putting that down on paper, it is absolutely fine to feel how you feel and to explore your emotions. So yeah, scribble into that page, or go lightly if you're feeling light and feathery today, and that's perfect. If you're feeling sad, perhaps you want to be like my support group member and just draw a sad face. Maybe draw a happy face if you're feeling happy and excited. I know right now I am feeling really, really excited for Erin's final exam, which is on Tuesday next week. So for me, it would be a happy face on that page too. A really nice thing that you can put on your paper is having words. One of my support group members wrote words that came to mind, and she just puts them down on how she was feeling. And you know, some of us have a really rough week, and then you can put down those rough words, and it's absolutely okay to explore those feelings and just feel them out and be aware of how you're feeling. Because if you don't experience those hard emotions and those soft emotions, then you can't really get past them, can you? So yeah, this is the technique. Just to take that paper and just put your feelings onto the page. And you don't need to do anything special. You can just scribble. Draw squares, draw something geometric. And that's it. And what I find when it actually comes to something that you need to be focusing on, like the video that I did on flogging yourself, you can actually focus on an affirmation. So say for instance, you are beating yourself up. And when you write on that page, you can write down your affirmation to change that negative thoughts into something positive. And that is so, so cool. I love that. Changing a negative into a positive. For me, it tends to be thoughts, from my past. And I was told very negative things about myself. As soon as I had the slightest confidence, I was told, your head is too big, it won't fit in the door anymore. So as soon as tonight, this is such a big thing for me. And, you know, when a client praises me and says, you know, you did really good work, like that happened yesterday, and I was actually looking at that message that she sent me saying, you know, I couldn't do this without you, and I was thinking, could you really? Was that me? Was it not somebody else? And that's where I go to first. I break myself down first before I build myself up and start to think, you know what? You actually did help her. So it's hard for me, and I'm always working on that, and I've got to consciously be aware of it. So for me to actually put it onto paper where I don't need to physically write that thing down, because sometimes writing that thing down can be really hard for you. You can just scribble on the page and put your feelings onto the page. And I find that so nice. Or just to write down that affirmation, to turn those nasty words that somebody else has put into your head and turn it around. And that's, yeah, that's why I have this YouTube channel, so I can give little tips that help me and that can turn your life around. And you know what? I look at myself in 2019 as being this absolute sobbing mess. And I look at myself now and I think, you know what? I'm a different person. The 2019 me would not be doing a live on YouTube. There's no way, no way. I wouldn't be speaking. I was hiding away. I wouldn't even take photos of myself. I hated it. And now I look at myself and I think, you know what? I like your makeup today. I actually did my makeup in a video that I recorded earlier today, and it goes live on Monday. And I just think, yeah, okay. I like what you did, and that's okay. My head is not too big, like my mother would tell me. It's really not that big. And it's okay to love myself and think good things about myself. So yeah, I think I have spoken enough and about this technique. So, and I see there's only 2 of you left. So yeah, thank you so much for chatting with me. Do you have any questions for me? Ask me anything. Tell me anything. What would you like to know? Those last 2 people who stuck around. I hope I wasn't too boring.
The one person's me,
I wish I could see who was here. Ah, thanks, Leah. That's so cool. You're boosting my confidence. Thank you. I was hoping, seeing the numbers go down, and I was wondering, am I like talking too much? But I just wanted to get that over with and then be able to chat to you and just relax, because my nerves were so much. So, and then I heard Sean arrive home from work, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make a noise. And then he didn't. Thank you. It is nerve-wracking. And like thinking who's watching you. It's incredibly nerve-wracking.
like a few people on VPN.
At least, you know, with Zoom meetings, you kind of see who's there and you can see their reactions. So with this, you look for the comments. But yeah, I should tell you, I'm planning on doing like more of these in January. like just doing mental health type workshops or spiritual like workshops, um, workshops that I can just use to build everybody up, and because I love that. I love being able to build somebody else up and hear that they're changing or hear that they feeling better. And yeah, I will keep you posted, Leah. Definitely. I'm so excited for your Vlogmas content. So excited. You did such an awesome job last year. And I'm excited to see what you're doing this year, because you know it was so good and so enjoyable to watch everyone. I just wanted to, say doing it every day. I know how stressful that is. I did the affirmation challenge, and yeah, that's why I just decided this year I'm gonna do little shorts. I don't know if you can even call it Vlogmas because it's not a vlog, but it's what I do. And I thought when Michelle asked me, "Are you doing Vlogmas?" I said, well, I don't know if you can actually consider it Vlogmas, but I'm gonna do these mental health shorts and just do it. Yeah, Christmas is stressful, but yeah, wait until your boys are older. Hopefully one of them will like go into like or be the foodie. They'll love food. So yeah, Tristan has taken over Christmas, which is wonderful. He's a really good cook, and so is Erin, and I know she's watching. She she does sauces. Sauces. But yeah, Tristan, he's really passionate about his food and he's just taken over Christmas. So Erin does a fantastic dessert, normally a cheesecake because I love cheesecake. And then like Tristan will do prawns on the braai like he did last year, maybe. Those were so nice. So yeah. Ah, gosh. We haven't even discussed what we're doing, but Tristan nodded to the prawns, so and seafood is my favorite.
May as well go bra because it's going to be hot again this year.
Yeah, like today, it is so hot. I in my support group earlier was the support group member turned around and said, "You know what? It's so hot." She was in Cowies Hill, which is just up the road from us, and she said she is dying of heat today. So, yeah, it's crazy, crazy hot. I can't wait for rain, and I'm like looking out the window and seeing a little bit of grey, and I'm like, please let it be cooler tomorrow.
It's doing that rain at night thing, but tomorrow it'll be clear again.
Four seasons in a day in KZN at this time of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we hit December, the one Christmas. Erin always mentions it. And we were actually like laying on the couch in our swimming costumes because you couldn't move. It was that hot. Yeah, I saw you going to Pennington. It's not too far away, but what's it, like 45 minutes drive?
Yeah, about so.
Yeah. It's quite nice there, actually. When my brother still lived in Joburg, he used to get a lift with this one lady, and we used to fetch him on the highway. And he used to come and stay with us every December.
Michelle's back. Bad connection, struggling like we are.
Yeah, hi Michelle, welcome back. Our connection is... Oh, Sean says it's an hour and a half drive. 45 if he drives. But he always drove. So,
He always drives
yeah.
until I get my license. Then we will see about that.
Yeah. He's the like more speedy driver, and I'm the safe driver. I do know how to speed. I do. But
Yeah,
I'm safe.
The thing is, he beats the absolute peanuts out of his van.
Oh, that will be so awesome. I'd love to finally see you face to face. That would be so cool. Yeah, but now I have to mention that Sean has had accidents. You see this? You see this?
Many greys.
Yes. These are Sean, more Sean, Tristan, Aaron.
No, I should be an entire side of your head. Like,
No. That's this side. Yeah. The accidents. Gee whiz.
on 2 and 4 wheels.
Yes, 2 and 4 wheels.
Let's not get started.
Tristan only cut his head open. He fell off the chair in primary school, and I get to school and there's he's got his jacket off and his shirt is off and there's just blood all over the jacket everywhere. And literally the blood is squirting out of his head like, and I phoned Sean on the way to the doctor and I said, you need to get here now. It's like, no. That was the worst thing Tristan did to me. Oh, sorry, I lied. The asthma attack. Tristan, do we need to go to the hospital? No, I'm fine.
I can walk.
I can walk.
I get my ass up and I walk.
My
With you.
gosh. We get in and the doctor says, do you know you should have gone straight to the emergency room? And then proceeds to cuck me out.
No, the clinic was just fun. You all make it out
You
to be
see,
worse than
the
what it actually
grace.
was.
But I'll cover them up. I'm going to Lady Boho.
I'm painting
think-
her hair purple.
No, that's Erin. She's going purple.
No,
I'm excited
well,
to
then
see
you go-
that.
You go fiery blue.
I also want to go purple, but I want to see how Erin's looks first.
Oh.
So
Something up.
I think I'm only booked in for a full color. I don't think I'm booked in for highlights. Well, it's a full morning of beauty. It's the nails, it's the hair. Sean's gonna kill us.
No.
He does know. And if he couldn't remember, he definitely knows now. So maybe I'll book in for my birthday in January.
Maybe it's you who'll be pissed off with him and I.
More grey hairs. More grey hairs. Yeah. Well, it was so awesome now that my nerves have subsided. So, yeah, thank you so much to all of you who joined and to my regular besties, Leah and Michelle. If I could hug you, I would, because when you put out a video, the two of you are like there. So I really appreciate you both so much. I honestly, I don't have words to say thank you enough to the both of you. So, yeah. My two besties, my YouTube besties. And hopefully I will see you face to face very soon. So, yeah.
Maxed out at 5. I think with more advertising and scheduling, you'd be up there.
Yeah, Tristan says hopefully next time we'll have more. But I think this was good for a first one.
It
So
usually is really low in counts.
so yeah.
It's usually after the 5th one, I think, where it starts hectically picking up.
And yeah, I tagged my favorites on Instagram. You'll probably see the story. Yeah, I called you my pros. So, and of course, one of my pros is Amanda Ray. I follow her channel religiously. She is only in her 20s. Well, no, she just turned 30, didn't she? Or no.
She's like 32 now.
No, she just don't. Anyways,
Something like that.
she is so amazing that she has gone through so much in her life and she is so put together, although she doesn't think she is. I just absolutely love her channel, the way she just cares so much about everybody. And even with such a huge following, she still has time to comment on Little Me's videos and Little Me's Instagrams, and I get such a kick out of it. I absolutely love it that she hasn't got this huge head, even with the massive following that she has. And I mean, she's been on South African TV. So yeah, if you didn't see Escaping Polygamy, on what channel was it back then? Lifestyle channel, I think it was. Literally, she
It
was.
wasn't a few channels. I think
Yeah.
one was Discovery TLC. Then
So,
there was one on Discovery CR.
oh, it was TLC, yes,
Discovery
and
CR.
Lifestyle,
Um,
and the Crime Channel.
yeah,
So,
both of them
yeah.
on DSTV before they both left.
and her lives, she has such a following. She even has a Patreon, and I'd love to go on there, but I haven't seen a South African currency for hers, so I'm missing out. But I'm definitely a Culty Crew member. So, yeah. Let me end off there before I talk too much. I'm already waffling on. Yeah. Thank you to all of you, and yeah, hopefully you'll join me in January for more lives, and I'll do like mental health workshops or just general chats, depending on what I feel like. So, have a good evening, and yeah, watch my video on Monday. It's already set as a premiere. And yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the Vlogmas little shorts. So, okie dokes. Love you all. Bye.